Shalom. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to the elders, great millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. Yahweh Shemel Shai Bashem Rakakwadash Brakatam Akim. Alright, I just want to go into a video, a subject topic regarding the current state of the humanity, them being under this sense of security and comfort, how that's about to end. And it will end. And it's going to turn into a whole different meaning. Their heart will be changed into a whole different meaning that it's going to go from a state of being proud, happiness, joy, long-term goals, to being unsure, doubtful, groping in the noonday. Okay, as if they were in darkness. And what inspired this is I watched the brother's video, his live show out there in Chicago. So I just want to bring out some scriptures. This is Job 18:5. Yea, let the light, Salakia, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. Now we know that light gives us the ability to see, right? To appreciate the things that the spirit is able to see outside of this body. All right, all the beauty, the glory of Yahweh Bashmel Shai. Whether these people want to believe in the higher power or not, they can't deny the beauty of the earth, or what they've even created. What they've created, they deem beautiful, and things of that nature. So we know that light represents that, and darkness represents the opposite of that. So I want to go into this word in Job 18:5, light. And light is a war. So the outline of biblical usage, it says light. So I'm going to go down to the letter G, G and H. Light of life, the light of prosperity. Okay. And I'm going to come over here to the Strong's definition. It says illumination or concrete luminary in every sense, including lightning, happiness, etc. So light represents their happiness or their prosperity of life. So they're happy with this life, this current life. But the Lord says, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. Okay? There ain't going to be no more the triumphing or the luminary of the wicked being shown, broadcasted over the internet or the television, to be seen, to be shown to the world, to influence the world by their gross darkness. It says the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, right, in his current kingdom. And this kingdom right now is going to be filled with darkness. It's like it was in Egypt. Okay? The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. Okay? And that's plain. So we know that light, what that light represents here in this kingdom. Okay? So it's just a matter of time for this to come, you know what I mean? And it's in the works. It's in the working. You see a lot more and more people becoming homeless, and more crime is coming to a higher rate. The murder rate is at an all-time high, and drugs and pedophilia, killing infants. People are killing the infants, Babies, women are bugging out, doing the same thing, man. It don't matter. You cannot pass anything from anybody. Everything is being shown on the internet, YouTube. You can see it all. That's a sign of a downfall of a kingdom. Homosexuality, the LGBT community, that's a sign of the decline of a kingdom. Immoral. To be immoral is a sign of being down of a downfall. Proud, arrogant. Okay, which there's nothing to be happy in that sense. That's a false sense of security. Let's go over here to the book, in the same book, Job 20 and 4. Knowest thou not this from old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. See? So their joy is only but for a short time. We all know a candle don't last forever. You buy a candle, you trim the wick, you light the candle, and you preserve it the best way you can, but eventually it's gonna just melt away, and there's no longer any use for it, because there's no more wax for it to burn. The oil was wasted. Okay? So again, Job 20 and 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Okay? It's only but for a moment, man. Their joy. And it's going to reverse. It's going to turn around. All right? Just like we know, what a man sow, that shall he reap. Or 360. What goes around comes around. Okay? Or what they call karma. It's all going to come to its full turn, full round, man. And there ain't going to be no more laughing and joking around and folly set in great dignity. All that is going to be put out, man. Especially to those that have worked wickedness, that have worked iniquity, that sown iniquity. And within that sowing of iniquity, they were reaping the benefits. Okay, that's why the kingdom is going to be translated into another people, because they're profitable to rule the earth. All right. So like I stated earlier, the meaning is going to be changed into something else, right? Change. I believe I know it's Second Ezra's. Let me get it. Let me put this one in. Cons. Second Ezra 6. And let me start up. Let's see where's a good place. Second Ezra 6 and 18, and it said, Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see altogether. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The women with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. The trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and see my salvation in the end of your world. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth. And the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. You see? Meaning that they're going to be stripped away with that proud look, that proud attitude. Okay? That peace and safety, that no evil shall touch us. All that is going to be stripped away, and they're going to know that how vulnerable they truly are. Okay? Every man is going to be exposed in this time to see who and what they really were. Okay? So all these things, when the Lord is beginning to visit the earth, the Lord ain't visiting it for good. He's visiting it because he's bringing judgment. All right? This place is condemned. Not the earth, the inhabitants of the earth. Okay? So, again, it says, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. All right? So let's go. This Revelations 18 and 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, right? Casting it into the multitudes of people. Thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. See, by violence. And the voice of harpers, musicians, and pipers, and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee. Because we know music brings joy, celebration, dancing, you know. It brings a certain vibe to the atmosphere wherever you have company, or even amongst your own selves. But all that's gonna cease, and then all these things, like in Austin, Texas, that Southwest by South by Southwest music festival has been canceled because of the coronavirus. It says, "And the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee." Here in America, ultimately all over the world, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. And the light, and goes that word light again, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. See, thinking that America was a place to be when it wasn't. Okay, following the American way, the westernized culture way, it wasn't the way. Okay, the land of the free, you know, all this extra stuff that America promotes is democracy and free will, and you know, whatever dream that you have, you can it could be fulfilled here in America. And whatever type of person you are, religion, you can practice that here. It says, and in her were found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. Now, I realizing the amount of blood that America has spilled. Now, considering that, and within that blood were the prophets and of saints of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the creator of all things, man. Let me go in here in verse 23. So I can end it. Look up that word light. The root word, it says to shine or make manifest, especially by rays. Right? Sun rays. The outline of biblical usage. Let's see what it says. See light, that is brightness. Metaphor. All right. So basically, I mean, it's the light, but I already um brought out the understanding on that word light back in Job. Okay. So basically, it's the same thing. If you know through the spirit, you know, the metaphor. It says God is light because light has the extremely delicate, subtle, pure, brilliant quality of truth in its knowledge, together with the spiritual purity associated with it. That which is exposed to view of all, openly, publicly, reason, mind, the power of understanding, especially moral, spiritual truth. But that's far from what this verse or that word is referring to. America. So it's basically to shine or make manifest, especially by rays. Um, and see fire. Let's see here. Right here in letter C, it says light, that is brightness, where it symbolizes his rank, influence, worth, mighty deeds. See, see. What y'all brothers know? You already know what it represents. Okay, and the light of the candle shall shine no more at all in thee. Okay, so there was another scripture I wanted to bring out. Yeah, real quick. Just basically just showing how the light, to be able to see light, gives us a sense of joy and happiness. This is Ecclesiastes 11 and 6. It says, "In the morning sow thy seed, and in the evening withhold not thy hand, for thou knowest not whether shall prosper, either this or that, or whether they both shall be alike good. Truly the light is sweet, and a pleasant thing it is for the eyes to behold the sun." You see? So the light represents, like joy, happiness, their pride to see their creation or to see the creation. But if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, yet let him remember the days of darkness, for they shall be many. All that cometh is vanity. All right. So with that, shalom.